Last week at Martinsville, we had a very chaotic race in which we saw Wilson Hunt winning his first PSRLA Truck Series race, and there are more chaos that might be actually be coming here in Texas Motor Speedway here at Fort Worth, Texas for the 6th race of the PSRLA Truck Series 2024 season. This is the TPG Capital 250 from Texas Motor Speedway. Hello everyone, this is Sergio Alonso again in the booth for the 37th Network Special presentation here only for the PSRLA Truck Series, and we're already quarter finished into the season, as we are going to have another race here at Texas. But hey, we're returning to the state, but I believe this is the last time that we're going here in Texas for the entire season, since there are no more Texas races left in the schedule, since we already went to COTA and we are about to go racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. But of course, I'm the only one here in the booth right now, so we would expect some little bit of chaos for the 27 laps of action here only at Fort Worth, Texas. But anyway, everything is possible, so anything could actually happen here. But hey, it is what it is. But so I believe, since there are some insights that are going to be a factor here, well, there are 5 there are a couple of drivers that are driving in the Grand National Series that are going to race tomorrow, and the PSRLA Cup Series drivers that are going to race 2 days from now. But hey, as I've already mentioned, everything could happen. But hey, maybe it's time for us to look into the point standings here after 5 races. So we do have Bryce Segan currently holding on here in the points lead here, 155 points towards the championship. Wilson Hunt at 4, and Christopher Bracken tied for 2nd with 4 points behind. Both of them had wins. John Jazz currently sitting in 4th, and Ty Walker tied for 5 points behind. Then there's RB Gardner and Joshua Neely in the booth here in 11 points and 15 points behind respectively. Daniel Silla 16 points behind, Brett Hill 18 points behind, and Kyle Olawa 21 points behind. So everything could happen here in Texas Motor Speedway. So, but here for the TPG Capital 250. But here we go. Let's go see the starting lineup here only in a couple of moments. So on the pole here is the number 11 for Beacon Quantum Racing's Brett Hill in the number 11. Alongside of him is the number 37 of Aber Alford, a full-time cup driver running here for Czechoslovakia Motorsports. Row 2 do have Joey Tardamella, another Beacon Quantum Racing driver in the field. Alongside him is the 44 of Justin Henley. Row 3 do have the 71 of Carl Sinot. Alongside him is the number 17 of Zebulon Bullard. Row 4 do have your last week's winner in Martinsville. That's the 13 of Wilson Hunt. Alongside him is Tremere Gunderzilla, his teammate, in the number 9. Then we do have row 5 has the number 4 of RB Gardner, just closing to the points. Alongside him is Kyle Olawa in the number 99 for Vision Motorsports. So as mentioned, 27 laps of action here. This race could be extended depending on what would happen on track. But checking in Bryce Segan, he's just a couple close right here as well. So he's starting in the way in the middle here. So in 14th. So everything could happen here in the 1.5-mile racetrack here at Fort Worth, Texas. So of course we're going to see another triple header here as the pace truck is coming in. So here we go. Brett Hill and Aber Alford put us back to the green. Here we go. Green. Get set to go. Truck racing at Texas is underway. Lap 1 being led by Brett Hill, and just behind him is his teammate Tremor Gunderzilla in the 54. Looks like Beacon Quantum Racing is going strong right here, but Carlos Sinot is right here behind this Beacon Quantum driver, so looks like it's Ford 1, 2, 3 right now. As Sinot coming to the inside right now for taking second away from Gunderzilla. Oh, not Gunderzilla. Wait. Gunderzilla is in number 9. Tardamella, sorry. It's actually Joey Tardamella, not Tremor Gunderzilla. Oh my god. Massive mistake in my part. But since I'm calling Cup Series as well, so I can't remember every name even in the Truck Series, but here comes Tardamella to the inside of Carlos Sinot, and it seems like no. I thought we already had a caution, but here we go, going in. Brett Hill clears almost 1 second lead over Carlos Sinot, who was holding on the outside lane, as we do have ourselves a close battle for third here with Wilson Hahn, Justin Henley, Joey Tardamella, and the 37 of Aber Alford, and Zebulon Bollard is also in the fight. I believe the 44 hits the wall, and he's going slow, and might be holding some couple of drivers here. Ooh, Denny Johnson, all the way back. Surprise how? But it seems like he had a problem, or he's just off pace right now. I'm not really sure. But hey, clean race so far. Looks like we're going to have a dash race here, as this Beacon Quantum Motorsports drivers currently 1-2 right now, with Carlos Sinot right in behind. For Web Racing Enterprises, looks like Carlos Sinot, this might be actually be her highest finishing results so far for her. Then Aber Alford, proving himself to all of this truck railers who is right there. Wilson Hunt, of course, trying to be a serious contender for the title here. He's currently actually second in the point standings. So at this case, he would more likely be the points leader after this race, since Bryce Egan completely fell back here. He's currently 15th. As here's the number 43 of Santi Messi, a Grand National Series regular, coming to the inside of... No, he's close into the number 6 of... Ooh, Bryce Egan, but hey, he's being held by the 7 of Bladen AVR. I believe he hit the wall. Let's see the other drivers here. William Donuts as well. But hey, the Santi Messi successfully passes Bryce Egan, but Bryce Egan doing a crossover move right here, going to the inside out turn 4. Looks like he's doing pretty well here, as the 79 of John Jazz continuing to fall back from Trappel as well. And here comes the 22 of Ty Dent for Beacon Quantum Motorsports, a regular GNS driver. Daniel Silla, then there's the 24 Porsche Staba being Porsche Staba, but yeah. Then of course Ty Walker in the 15, LJ Semedo in the 31 after that horrible crash in Marsville in the backstretch, flipping his truck. Then here's the Sidus Kilgore in the 45. After a great debut race, finishing runner-up, he's right there at the back here. Currently 25th. Of course, the 51 here is, oh dear, Jacob Miller in another Grand National Series regular. Then here's number 18 of Christopher Bracken, already a race winner. And then here's Denny Johnson right at the back. But look at that. Well, Carlos Sinot and Brett Hill currently pulling away from Joey Tardamella and Wilson Hunt and Aber Alford. and they are all single file here. So far, Brett Hill led every single lap, but let's see if Carlos Sinot would be able to close into Brett Hill and put him into the wall, and maybe a woman would lead this race. But it really depends on what will happen after a cycle pit stops. And speaking of which, they're coming down. I believe they're too early for a pit stop, but Abra Alford overtakes Wilson Hunt. Coming here, is currently going to lead his way here at Texas Motor Speedway for the running of TPG Capital's 250. Wilson Hunt, Zebulon Bullard, Leighton Aviard, and Ty Dent stayed out, while the other drivers are coming into the pits. This is going to be an interesting strategy for these guys. Are they going to... They do need to come down to the pits for another pit stops, because I believe their pit stops were too early. As the rest of the drivers are now coming in. Let's see who will get the advantage. If Abra Alford is going to get that advantage, or it's going to be the 11 of Wilson Hunt. Ooh. Looks like Daniel Silla had a problem into the pits. He just came out, holds the 22 Titan. And ooh, LG Semedo actually overtakes a lot of drivers here. But who wins the race up pit road? And it's gonna be Brett Hill, but Carlos Sinot is just behind him. Let's see where he's gonna come. Where's Abra Alford gonna come out into the field, as he's already out here, coming in turn number 1. Here's the hot incoming Brett Hill and Carlos Sinot. Let's see who will get the better strategy between these guys. It's gonna be Alford, I think. They're just out of turn 2, so looks like Wilson Hunt and Abra Alford had a better pit stop right here, and Carlos Sinot to the inside for third. And Carlos Sinot successfully passes Brett Hill, but Carlos Sinot and Brett Hill had warmer tires, so let's see if they could close into these guys. Wilson Hunt, Abra Alford currently leading his way here. Yeah, it's literally showing this regular truck drivers who they are, and as the 4 of Garby Gardner are going to the inside of Brett Hill after leading every lap prior to the pit stops. He fell back to 5th right now after the cycle pit stops. Then there's Zebulon Bullard coming to his way, then John Barrymore, followed by the 54 Joey Tardamella, and then we do have the 72 of Turbo Williams Jr. surprisingly is 9th right now for Vision Motorsports. Side by side for 11th here, Kyle Olawa and Leighton Aviard, these teammates. Then here's Joshua Neely, and then Ty Dent. Surprisingly clean race, but let's see if we do have ourselves a very exciting finish here, as Wilson Hunt currently close into Abra Alford. Abra Alford still holding on off your number 13 of Wilson Hunt. Let's see if Wilson Hunt could actually get a back-to-back win here, as Carlos Sinot closing into Wilson Hunt. Well, let's see. 11 Brett Hill fell back to 5th. Carlos Sinot, and 13 of Wilson Hunt being battle for 2nd here. This is gonna be interesting. Well, let's see, coming out turn 2. Then we have, yeah, completely the number 37 of Abra Alford, and we do have ourselves a battle for third here between RB Gardner and Carlos Sinot going to the inside. He has a better lane. RB Gardner gonna take third. Looks like the top 5 has the best possible. Looks like it's gonna be one of the top 5 drivers that are gonna win this race, depending on their situations right now. So they are all close, almost 1 second gap between the top 5. But seems like Aber Alford is fastest of these guys, as Brett Hill fell back to 1 second gap here away from Aber Alford. Let's see if these guys are going to be a factor here into, and they're just coming out turn 4, but these guys are coming in hot here, coming into turn 4 as well. Let's see if the 13 ooh, they're actually close with each other. Looks like the top 3 are very close. There are parts of the track here that are kind of edgy and kind of slow these drivers down here, especially coming out turn number 4 if you notice here, as the number 4 of RB Garner coming in close into Wilson Hunt. You know, at this case, Wilson Hunt is more likely going to be the points leader, as Bryce Egan is currently in 15th. There's no progress about him, but here's the number 4 of RB Garner, might actually close down here, as we do have ourselves 6 laps to go. Looks like this race is like a little bit, I would say, a dash. Here it is. Looks like RB Garner going to the inside of Wilson Hunt for second. Let's see who's gonna get the better lane here, and it's gonna be RB Garner taking second away from Wilson Hunt. Carlos Inot here in the 4th place right now. As let's see, looks like this race is going to Aber Alford after good strategy, putting him into the lead here. Maybe, ooh. Looks like we do have ourselves a battle for the lead here between RB Gardner and Aber Alford. Gardner has a better lane, and looks like it's gonna be RB Gardner here with 4 to go. Ooh, the 13 of Wilson is low. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but it appears to be he's having a problem here, as he is low right now. He might be... Oh. He's still in the racing speed though. But it turns out he did mess up. I believe it's just his... I don't know. Maybe his tire wear coming into the factor here. But RB Gardner right now still keeping the lead from... Ooh! Denny Johnson blew up. Top break for the number 33 Titan Fury Racing driver. And looks like the 4 running out of fuel. Aber Alford would have a chance. I told you these guys should not pit earlier before the halfway of the race. So 2 to go here. Wilson Hunt into the factor as well. Zebulon Bullard, then Ty Den currently in 4th, and Leighton Aviard in 5th. Looks like these guys. Daniel Silla actually pitted early. 1 lap early. Surprising move for Daniel Silla. As here we go, coming into the white flag next time by, but look, it appears to be Aber Alford coming into the pits. So, who's gonna win this race? As these guys are just going to take 2 laps to go. Let's see. It appears to be going to be a fuel only pit stop for these guys, maybe, because tire wear is not really, I don't know what to expect to these guys. So it appears going to be a fuel only stop for this guy. So Aber Alford and Brett Hill. Looks like this guy's only stop for fuel only. RB Gardner coming to the line, taking the white flag here. Let's see if it's gonna be for Gardner. Let's see if he can catch up into Alford, and Alford has a better line here. RB Gardner is coming in hot. Let's see if he can close into Alford. No, he can't. Aber Alford is going to win here, and steal this bragging rights away from the truck drivers. He's gonna win the TPG Capital 250 at Texas Motor Speedway. These guys messed their pit stops totally. How about that? Looks like we do have RB Gardner finishing third, Brett Hill in fourth, and John Barrymore running out the top 5. But how about this guys? How about this guys? Messing up the pit stops and the fuel cell. Here's the results here. So Avery Alford wins the race, stealing away for the bragging rights away from the track regulars. Then Wilson Hunt, RB Gardner, Brett Hill, and John Barrymore your top 5. Then Sinot, Bullard, Dent, Neely, and Egan actually finished into the top 10. But so yeah, Wilson is going to take the points lead, and Bryce Egan would probably fell back a few positions. I don't know. Only 2 retirees though, Tremere Gunderdilla and Teddy Johnson, with a piston issue blowing himself up as we caught one live. So here we go. Let's see the point standings after this race. So here we go. So point standings after 6 races here, after your incredible race from Texas. So Wilson Hunt, as I've said earlier, is gonna take the points lead, but Bryce Egan is just right there, 4 points behind. Then RB Gardner closed him in himself after finishing third, 7 points behind. Brett Hill, 15 points behind. Christopher Bracken and Joshua Neely tied for 18 points behind. John Jess 20 points behind. Ty Walker 24 points behind. Carlos Sinot and Joey Tartamella tied for 29 points behind. So yeah, still a lot of races and a lot of drivers a lot of time to prove themselves here into the field. As you know, so far we do have ourselves only 3 drivers. Only 3 drivers winning the race here in the truck series are actually truck regulars, because the rest are we do have 1 part-time and 2 Cup Series regulars winning the other races. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I would say this race is pretty average, but yeah, everything could happen very soon. But hey, these drivers are gonna have another 1-week break here, as after that we're going to Dover Motor Speedway for Verizon 200, April 26th, noon Eastern Time, only here at the 37 Network. So stay tuned for that, as we are about to end this broadcast here. But hey, average race, but here we go. Thank you guys very much for watching. So again, see you guys later. So long everyone. Congratulations to Avery Alford.